Hi, welcome to Get Comfortable in Your Skin. Short, simple practices to help you feel more comfortable in the space. We'll go ahead and begin in downward facing dog. Make your way into your downward facing dog. Stretch out your inverted V and begin to tap into the breath. Once you've built a connection with the breath, relax into your pattern, your rhythm. As you notice the flow of inhale and exhale. Reach the arches of the feet towards the earth. Spiral the heads of the elbows up towards the sky. And press firmly into the finger pads as you melt down a little deeper through the heels. Lift the heels up, then lower the heels down. Any pattern of breath to lift and lower the heels, to bring comfort, into the body, a sense of relaxation and calm into the mind. Lower the heels down, send the right foot behind the left, lean some weight into the right hand, shift the weight forward into a high plank, 3 points of contact on the earth, back up to a three-legged downward facing dog. The right leg will reach high, take a full cycle of breath in and out. A long reach from grounding of hand out through the inner thigh, step the right leg forward for a lunge. Teeter back and forth, side to side in your lunge. You can bend and straighten out through the front leg. Intuitive movements, mindful movements as you stay connected and rooted into the breath. Using movement to find comfort in our space, lower the left knee down to the earth. Bring the hands to rest on top of the right thigh. Take a gentle gaze over the right shoulder. Settle the shoulders down away from the ears. Comfort with the breath. Unwind the spine, bring the hands to plant. Step the front foot back to a high plank, downward facing dog. Adjust accordingly in your downward facing dog. Bring the left leg to cross behind the right ankle. Comforting breath moving in and out. Shift the weight forward to a three-pointed high plank. Press the earth away. Cycle through a round of breath. Three-legged downward facing dog, left leg goes high. Step the left leg forward to lunge. Teeter back and forth in your lunge. Feeling your relationship as you move closer towards the earth, side to side. Lower the right knee down to the earth. Bring the hands to rest on top of the left thigh. A gentle gaze over the left shoulder. Comforting breath in and out. The breath is a great way to bring comfort into our space. Bringing attention to the ebb and the flow as you unwind. Bring the hands to ground, step the front foot back, high plank to downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward to lunge. Left leg steps behind. Forward fold with crossed legs. Shift the hips to the right, shift the hips to the left. Bring some weight into the fingertips or the palms of the hands and let go of any tension right around the temples and the eyes. Bring space between the front and the back foot, enough space to bend the knees and lower the hips down towards the heels. The legs are going to be crossed in an awkward position. Breathe into any imbalance and asymmetries, any folds and creases in the body, finding comfort with the inhale and exhale. 2 more times cycling through your breath pattern, straightening through the legs, lowering the hips down, melting forehead to shin, lowering the hips, lifting the heels, maybe a gentle gaze out and up. 1 more cycle of breath. Forward fold is where we'll meet. The left leg will stand up, standing splits. Left hand to outer right angle, gentle gaze over the right shoulder. A round of breath in and out. Left leg will step back, rising up to a high crescent. Pausing in your high crescent for a moment, taking the hands to rest on top of the right thigh, sliding the right thigh forward, and then dropping weight into the right heel, reaching back through the left foot. Gentle gaze over the right shoulder, right hand to left thigh, left arm reaches to the sky. Comfort with the breath. Left hand will ground down, right arm reaches up. Toe heel the right foot out. Bring it outside of your mat. Step firmly onto that right foot for lounge lizard. Lower the hips down. Pause here. Cycle through a round of breath as you stretch through the underside of the body. Lift up and over for rainbow. Hold for a cycle of breath. Accentuate the lift of the ribs, the drop of the head, and the press away of the earth. Right hand reaches back up to the sky. Right foot stacks on top of left or cross it in front. Come to a high plank, lower down to mid plank. Reach the heart through, upward facing dog. Linger in your upward facing dog as you draw the arm bones back. Reach the chest forward. Downward facing dog. Reconnect to the comfort of the breath. Creating comfort and calm in the space that we're in. The left leg reaches high, step it forward for lunge. Right leg will cross behind the left for a forward fold, IT band stretch. And lean the hips, sway the hips, move the spine. Take that right foot, step it out a bit so the legs can bend. You have space to drop the hips down. Heels can lift. Heart and breastbone gaze up. Straighten through the legs 2 more times with your cycles of breath. Forward fold. Right leg goes high, standing splits. Right hand to outside of left ankle, gaze underneath the left armpit, left shoulder. Right foot steps back to lunge. Rise up through a high crescent. Drop the hands to the front of the left thigh. Shift some weight forward on the left thigh. Send the gaze over the left shoulder. Maybe reach up through the right fingers. Comfort in your space. Connect to the breath. Right hand will ground down, left arm reaches up. Toe heel the left foot out nice and wide. For lounge lizard, drop the hips down. Hold the hips to hover off the earth if that feels supportive in your body. You're looking for some length, toning, and stretching along the undercarriage. Then press firmly into the left foot as you lift the hips up high, rainbow. Now, create a crescent moon shape with the spine as you lift the hips, drop the arm. Plank pose, side plank. Left leg stacks on top or forward. High plank. Chaturanga. Or your vinyasa through. Linger in upward facing dog. Press it back to downward facing dog. Right leg reaches high. Step forward to lunge. Left leg steps behind. Lift up through the heels, lower the hips down. Lift the hips up, standing splits, left leg goes high. Step back to lunge, rise up to a high crescent. Open arm twist to the right. Reach with the right hand, lean forward through the left hip. Lower left knee down to the earth, bring the hands to heart space. Revolved crescent moon. Reconnect with that calming, comforting breath. Back up to a extended arm position, crescent moon. Open arm twist, left arm grounds down, right foot low walks its way out. Lounge lizard, lower the hips. Lift the hips. Get nice and supportive. Through the grounded parts of the body. 2 more times, 3 in total. Using the left foot to help bring some of the load off of the... So using the right foot to bring some load off of the left arm. You're going to twist, keeping the right foot where it is. Pivot on the ball of the back foot, and then lower the knee back down to the earth. Begin to straighten out through the right leg as you walk the hands back. You're in a diagonal through the right leg in a variation of half splits pose. Take a full cycle of breath in and a comforting breath out. That comfort comes knowing that the breath will happen regardless if we invoke it automatically or involuntarily. Lean yourself forward, bring the right hand behind you. You're going to lift up and out. You can choose to lift the left knee off of the earth or keep it grounded. Right inner thigh is drawing back. You're pressing and lengthening your tailbone forward. Really bringing some pressure into the knees, not resting on the kneecap or the bones, but just feeling lifted up and out of the joints. Walk the hands back around. High plank, vinyasa through. Downward facing dog. Left leg reaches high. Step forward to lunge. Rise up through a high crescent. High crescent, open arm twist. Maintain your open arm twist as you lower the back knee down to the earth. Bring hands to heart center. Revolve crescent moon. Maybe there's some comfort as you rinse out and cleanse in. Back up to an open arm twist. Right hand stays grounded down. Toe heel the left foot out. Lounge lizard rainbow. Lower the hips. Using the left foot, press the earth away. The right palm nice and supportive through the touch points on the earth. 2 more rounds. You'll bring your foot up a slight bit, the left foot. You'll lower the right knee down to the earth. Variation of half Hanuman on the diagonal. Straighten through the left leg. Drape down through the trunk. Come back to that comfort of the breath. Walk yourself forward slightly. Bring the left hand behind you. Lift up and out. As the hips move forward, the chest lifts up. The head leans back. Hands plant, coming to a high plank. Vinyasa through. Down dog. Feet meet your hands, top of your space. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up through mountain. Bring the hands behind the back. Hold on to the elbows. Draw the elbows towards one another. Lean the right ear towards the shoulder. Circle around, bring the left ear towards the shoulder. Bring the chin down and around, right ear towards the shoulder. And left ear towards the left. If it feels nice, you can continue that circle all the way around. Circling through. A rotation of the neck, otherwise just continue on, bringing the chin down, shoulder to shoulder. Release the arms down, flip the thumbs away from you so they're reaching away, the chest bone lifts up, the head leans back, arms reach long, breath in and breath out. Bring the hands to heart space. Set your intention, your dedication, maybe your motivation. Let it merge with the energy and the feeling that you've created through a flow practice. Forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold. Lower the hips down, come onto your back. Roll yourself all the way down. Hug the knees into the chest. Take the knees out nice and wide and large circles with the knees. 2 to 3 in each direction. Comfort in the breath. Half happy baby. The left leg will open up into half Supta Bhattachanasana. You'll grab a hold of the inner or the outer right foot. Straighten and bend through the right leg as you rock on the pelvis. So as you straighten the leg, you're going to continue pulling the hips up away from the earth. Just feel what it feels like when you ground down now through the hips and still elongate through the leg. Draw the right leg in, Supta Bhattachanasana. Left leg comes up. Same idea, straightening through the left leg as you rock from side to side on the hips. Comfort in the body, calm in the mind. Straightening through the left leg, grounding down by drawing the outer right hip closer towards your mat. The left leg will cross on top of the right shin. Foot will come onto the top of the right foot. Now, if that doesn't feel good, just cross your legs, one shin in front of the other. Take a few deep breaths as the outer hips begin to feel the sensation. Deriving comfort from the breath. Now take the left foot, bring it in. Simple supine twist. Coming back to center, switching it out. The right leg will go on top. This is essentially a fire log pose in a supine position. And you can navigate those sensations, increasing their intensity by applying a bit more pressure from the top leg, or decreasing that pressure. Come back to the comfort of the breath. The right knee draws in, supine twist. Coming back through center. Right and left foot connect. Building integration from both sides of the body as the energies converge. Soles of the feet. Straighten your legs. Open up through the arms. Practice getting comfortable in your space. Connecting to a comfort. The awareness that the breath will move in and out of the body voluntarily or involuntarily. That support that is always with you. You'll make your way up onto your seat. Whether moving through a child's pose or gently rocking yourself up by drawing the knees in. We'll come to meet in our seat. Recalling the intention that we set, the dedication for our practice, and finding comfort within that. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. We'll seal it in with 3 breaths together. Comfort in, easing out. 2 more rounds. With light love, gratitude, and grace, namaste.